The Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship from Casati Pines Golf Club at Coshada Resort in Kinder, Louisiana is on the air. Ryan Burr, Notah Begay, girls 14 to 18 out on the golf course. Notah last year's runner-up, Isabella McCauley, one more try at the NB3 JGNC. 4 under, this for eagle at 1.
Well, she couldn't get off to a better start than right here, Ryan, walking that eagle.
McCauley goes to 6 under. Susie Tran, final group, trying to answer at 3.
Short par 3, taking dead aim and beautifully executed.
A tap in to get to 4 under, so 2-shot lead. McCullough now at 4.
Trying to take advantage of a nice drive right down the center, going right after this whole location, sitting in just that center part of the green, and that's a beautiful shot.
Just incredible shot making. Tran not deterred.
Not at all. Taking that short iron, trying to see if she can do one better, and that's exactly what happened.
So both make birdie at 4. 2-horse race. Tran for birdie at 9.
Slick putt, greens running just about 12 this week, and she runs that right in.
Isabella McCauley. She'll play her college golf at Minnesota for birdie at 9. And a fist pump. And looks like really a great finish heading between McCauley and Tran. Tran with a birdie at 10 to get it to 8 under. Kayla Elsieg and Ali Mulhall also in the mix playing good golf. Now live to 15, McCauley for birdie.
And similar to what we saw last year, Ryan, 2 players separating themselves from the field with some stellar play. See if McCauley can get another one to go. Not today.
And played in the U.S. Women's Open this year, nearly made the cut.
Headed to the University of Minnesota. Coach Brinsmead there, going to get herself one quality player.
Now Tran for birdie at 15 to take a 1-shot lead.
Straight up the hill, little right to left in this, walks it in. Greens rolling so perfectly.
So 3 holes to play. It's a 1-shot lead for Tran. Let's get caught up to date on the boys 14 to 18. What a start for Ethan Zhang.
Short-sighted himself here, not much green to work with, has to use the apron, and just does a perfect job of running that into the bottom.
So an eagle at 1. He'll play his college golf at Northwestern.
Laid up to a short iron approach here, got the wedge in his hand, see if he can get another one to go down, and nearly does, but easy tap in there.
One of the highest ranked players in the field, our winner from last year's 13 and under, Nicholas Gross, birdies his first 3 holes.
Well, a few things has changed for Nicholas. Come in, has to play in the older age group, and he's a few inches taller, but still a strong game.
This is class of 2024. Eric Yoon for birdie. Shot 32 on the front, Notah.
Confident stroke there, walks that one right in.
Yoon on fire, but the last group, Quinn Yost.
Oh, I love Quinn. Mostly because he's from my home state of New Mexico, from a town called Farmington.
It's the current leader, Rodrigo Barahona, from the IMG Academy in Bradenton.
Yeah, he's hailing from Los Misiones Campreste Club in just south of Monterrey, Mexico.
This is Ian Lenz from Florida, a junior.
Nice drive down the left-hand side, short iron in. You can see the golf course is rewarding shots coming in from the fairway.
Now Quinn, he'll play his college golf at Nebraska.
Long off the tee, you can see just a flip wedge in there and measures the run out very, very well.
Birdies everywhere. A birdie barrage. Rodrigo again.
Yeah, Barahona here just trying to judge how this ball's going to come out of that light rough there. Does a wonderful job there.
He makes that for birdie and a tie at the top. Still anyone's national championship. Zhang and Lentz 1 back, Gross 4 back. Eric Yoon, that 32 on the front, has him 4 back. Jim Gallagher Jr. on the ground at 15.
Little gap wedge in here. Whole location on the front portion. You got to hit this within 10 feet.
That looked a little heavy there, Jimmy. Did not get all of that.
Got just a little steep with that.
We'll have a little bit of work left from there.
Ian Lentz now, this is just 97 yards. Hopefully he wasn't watching that last shot.
Well, just not a breath of wind in the air.
He went down and after that as well. That should have some spin on it. Oh, beautiful shot.
And a tap in for Lentz to get it to 9 under. Well, Sang has shown incredible short game.
He really has. We saw it early. The greens are so firm. Players are going to have to get creative to get this ball in that 6-foot circle. He does much better than that.
Quinn Yost now.
He's hit some pretty good wedges today. See if he can capitalize now.
See the flag in the distance. No wind whatsoever. You really feel like you got to get it in tight, and that's okay. Not going to be completely happy with that.
2 championships coming down the stretch. 2 more later in the show. 4 championships crowned, every one of them born to win.
From the first day I stepped in, I knew I would heed the call. I was destined for glory, rise above and never fall. This is the moment I've waited for all of my life. This is my legacy, this is my moment to rise. I was born to win. I was born to win.
NBC Sports presents the 2021 Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship. From beautiful Casati Pines Golf Club at Coshada Resort in Kinder, Louisiana. A picture-perfect day for golf, 71 degrees, light winds, and a great day for our final round. 155 players in all 4 divisions in both the boys and girls division. 54 holes of stroke play. We're in the final round. Welcome to the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship. I'm Ryan Burr, standing by with 4-time PGA Tour winner Notah Begay III. Notah, you look at this championship today. 4,500 kids from 47 different states tried to qualify to make it here to Coshada. Only 155 are here today playing in the 3rd round of this 54-hole championship. What do you expect?
Well, what I really love about our format, Ryan, is the opportunity for anybody to sign up and have a chance to qualify for this national championship. There's no free passes. Everybody's got to go through one of our regional qualifiers to come here to Coshada Resort, the Casati Pines Golf Course, and face what is a very challenging test. Players are going to have to find the fairways off the tee to access some of these hole locations. Greens are firm, they are fast, they're running at 12 plus. It's going to be an interesting challenge.
Notah, every player in this field has commented about Casati Pines Golf Club here at Coshada Resort. Just incredible shape this week.
Well, the superintendent has spent the last 90 days getting this course in perfect condition for the nation's finest junior golfers.
Carolyn Fuller making a charge. That gets her to 3 under.
And this is great evidence here, Ryan. You just see how smoothly the ball is rolling. Just a gentle touch to get that ball all the way to and in the hole.
Yeah, Kayla El-Sayegh, not 1, but how about 2 birdies early on?
Well, you see how close most of these putts are. It just kind of tells you the quality of play here has been stellar. Players hitting it in close.
Now, you mentioned that green speed, certainly a challenge, especially on the long ones. Ellison Lundquist for birdie.
Well, you can't just get it there, Ryan. You also have to read it right, and she does both.
Some great putting. How about some shot making from Ali Mulhall?
Yeah, from the far left-hand side of this fairway. Tries to clip that short iron perfectly to produce the right yardage, and that is nicely done.
One of the rounds of the day turned in by Vunisa Vu for eagle at 18.
Ball looks like it's tracking and just runs out of steam at the end.
Final round 69 for Vu. Back live now to 18 with Anna Swan.
And as you can see, Ryan, 18th, very reachable for many of the players in the field. A lot of eagle attempts, but never going to make it if you don't get it to the hole.
So we'll have that left for a round of 70 on this final day.
It's kind of nice when you can just go up there and gently tap in the birdie.
Still out on the golf course, Notah. Susie Tran and Isabella McCauley. Really, the pressure starting to mount with just a few holes remaining.
Well, they're setting a torrid pace right now, really separating themselves from the field.
Back to the boys, Notah 14-18. Shanik Nair for a par save at 16.
Yeah, just trying to keep from falling a little bit further down the leaderboard here. And it feels good. The long par save always feels good, Ryan.
Back to 18 now, Aiden Kraft.
And another one of my fellow New Mexicans hailing from Cibola High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. With the long eagle look here. Got off to a slow start early in the week and trying to finish off with a firecracker eagle there. See a little bit of disappointment in his face, and qualified at one of my favorite courses in New Mexico, Twin Warriors Golf Club, located in Santa Ana Pueblo, New Mexico, and headed to play for my good friend Casey Martin over at University of Oregon. Signed his letter of intent. Casey recovering from surgery. We wish him well.
Back out on the golf course now with Eric Yoon, that 32 on the front. Yoon trying to keep pace at 17. Now freshman Sean Koltoff from Orlando, Florida. One of the absolute prize recruits of that freshman class. He's been ranked in the top 10 pretty much his whole life. Finishes with an eagle at 18. Koltoff a 67 for the final round.
It just goes to show you the sort of fireworks you can see to finish off this round. A lot to play for. Still a handful of players within touch of the lead.
When we come back, we'll catch up on the 13 and under boys and girls divisions. They'll be playing later in the broadcast. We'll check in on their highlights from the first two rounds when we come back. The Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship is brought to you by Coshada Resort and Hotel, Louisiana's best bet. Powered by Wilson, innovating the game of golf since 1914. And Amarin, insure confidently.
Registration for the 2022 Notah Begay Junior Golf National Championship is open now.
Sign up by January 1st to bypass local qualifying and go straight to the regional finals.
36 holes away from making it here to the National Championship on Golf Channel.
Register now at jgnc.org.
I'll see you next year at Coshada.
This portion of the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship is brought to you by Kylan Realty. Moving to Florida, look no further than Kylan Realty. Boys 14-18, Notah, really tight at the top. Barahona for birdie at 15.
Yeah, very smart play here, taking that putter off the apron. Aprons are smooth, greens are smoother, and judges it very nicely with the weight.
He's got that left for par. Recently committed to play his college golf at George Washington University.
One of a number of young players coming from the country of Mexico. You see Gabriel Lopez, one of his favorite players. Now Yost trying to capitalize on that short wedge shot. Just leaves it on the high side. Take it over to 16 with Amanda.
With that last birdie, this really has become a two-woman race. Flying right at the pin. Checks up nicely.
Boy, Amanda, really some precision here from these young ladies.
Class of 2024, Susie Tran really tracking as one of the best females in the country.
Absolutely, at such a young age, putting up such a stellar performance. Lot to look forward to.
Macaulay one back of Tran at 16.
And again, Isabella just answers back. I almost feel like it's a tennis match. I mean, just hitting it back and forth between each other has really been impressive between these two players.
Let's get out to Ian Lentz now, trying to make a late charge at 15, Notah.
Just cleaning up after a beautiful little approach.
And Lentz now just one back of the leaders, Yost and Barahona. Irene Kim coming off of back-to-back bogeys, going for it at 18.
Well, as you can see here, Ryan, lot to risk here. Players coming up short will find the water. Beautifully executed line there, just up the left side. Gets it to feed over toward the hole. Nice shot.
That's a big-time golf shot for sure. Qualified from the Virginia Regional. Back to Kayla.
Aim just a little bit out that left side. Double breaker. See if it's coming back. It just fooled her a little bit on the read.
Elsag had that left for par. Lundqvist now at 18.
You can see just trying to cover that water and cover it. She does. See if it climbs up onto the green, and it will. Another look for eagle at the 18th.
A little preview of what we have to come at the reachable par 5 18th. Some fireworks for sure. Back to Mulhall a second ago.
Just goes to show you, we've seen a lot of high-quality shots, but there is danger lurking if you don't pay attention.
Back to the boys now. Ethan Seng started his day with an eagle, now one out of the lead at 17.
From the left side of the fairway, great opportunity, ideal conditions to take dead aim. Staring at it like he likes it. That's quality.
Has that for birdie to get to 10 and the par 5 18th. He qualified out of the Seattle Regional.
I love that golf course, Loomis Trail, owned by our friends at the Lumi Nation.
2 championships coming down the stretch, 2 more still to come, including the boys and girls 13 and under. Let's check out the action. Banks Cosby, what a pedigree.
Would not surprise me if he ended up playing for OU, and Coach Ryan Hibble, who was on property today. His father, Kerry, and uncles Craig and Chance all played for the Sooners.
Notah, great having so many Division I college coaches at Coshada on property. Looking at the likes of Preston Brook and now Oliver Jakaniski.
What an opportunity for all of these players, especially players like Nicholas Logus, having a chance to play in front of some of the premier coaches in the country and showcase their talent.
Evan Liu getting hot late. What approach here at 8.
Well, and there's something that these college coaches want to see is some fine wedge play.
Yeah, the younger division just showing so much talent. Liu now for birdie at 14.
Yeah, what these younger divisions are able to do is so impressive. The scoring is so low, so consistent, and they're out there like little mini PGA Tour pros.
Brandon Sipe for eagle on the first day. Now the second round, Sipe for birdie.
I got a chance to visit with this kid on the driving range. He was out there working on his game after play, and it's paying off.
So taking a look here at your leaderboard. Once again, coming up later in the show, boys 13 and under, Sipe a one-shot lead as we get underway. To the girls 13 and under, Kaylee Yan.
Beautiful, delicate touch there, playing that left to right slider with precision.
18, Lisa Copeland.
You can see just the variety of setups and the way that many of these players execute these golf shots just goes to tell you there's more than one way to hit it close.
Bella Dovey nearly an ace at 16.
They are taking advantage of these smooth putting surfaces, picking up on these reads nicely all week long.
Maureen Natabuta Farry at 13.
And the power that you see, they're not big in stature, but they produce a lot of quality shots.
Angela Zhang now in the second round.
Just coming from her right to left. He's going to like that one.
Chilly conditions in the first round for Amelie Zalzman. Give her that birdie, and then she comes back at the 12th on day 2.
Just hole high, coming a little left to right.
And tied at the top as we will move into our championship round. Zalzman and Zhang built themselves a 4-shot cushion heading into the final round. This now Lundqvist for eagle at 18.
We saw that beautiful second shot earlier. See if she can cap that off, and just hangs it out just a bit too far to the right.
Right back to 16 now, Notah. Tran, 1-shot lead. This for birdie.
Little bit on the downhill side. Had to be a little bit cautious with that. You can see just a very delicate touch on that stroke.
And a preview of what's to come. Let's go to 18 and Irene Kim.
Yeah, saw her bring this in from the left side of the green. Got a favorable bounce, and looks to me like players are just reading a little bit of break into those putts coming from both the left and right side. Just hole high, them not breaking into the hole.
All right, Notah, an opening for Macaulay here now at 16. This to tie the lead.
Doing her very best not to finish second like she did last year. And she's going to want that one back.
So 2 holes remain. Tran a 1-shot lead over McCauley. The drama, the pressure building at Coshada. Wilson Sporting Goods sponsored a closest to the pin contest on Casati Pines par 3 19th hole. Each participant took 2 shots with the Wilson staff model golf ball with the goal of being closest to the 84-yard pin.
We're a sporting goods company in the golf space, and if you look at all the things we do, it really is about kids having fun. So we just tried to bring a little different element to it, kind of do it the Wilson way, and that is about people and having fun and doing the right thing. It's been a great time for all of us.
We have a staff model ball, which we introduced last year, has been the ball of choice for par 3. These are elite, better players that want to play like the best players in the world.
It's an exceptional event for these young guys and girls. So to be a part of this, to be a partner with Wilson and to help grow the game is so important, and I'm thrilled to be here with Wilson to see what all they've done.
And while many good shots were struck throughout the day, one was simply better than the rest.
Nicholas, obviously a world-class player in the amateur level, but to make the hole-in-one and see his excitement and see John Augustine was standing there, he was jumping up and down. I think that just kind of talks about, having fun at the game of golf, and that's what we're all about.
It was an unreal moment with everybody watching, and obviously some cool stuff on the line, so it was an amazing moment.
Cool stuff indeed. Each group winner given 2 custom staff model wedges from Wilson, and for that hole-in-one, Gross will get a trip to Wilson headquarters in Chicago. Let's get it back now to Ian Lentz, 1 out of the lead at 16, Notah.
Yeah, you can see the hole cut all the way on the left side. Only danger here really is to go over the back of the green.
Coming off that birdie, really went after that one. Some serious speed through the ball, and that comes up short and just a little left.
So Ian, still very much involved in this championship. He qualified out of the Georgia Regional. Finds himself in the final group now with Barona.
See if Barona picked up on that little bit of short shot that Lentz came up with.
Cut that clean, picked it, didn't go down, and that goes out to the right, came up and out of that one. It does catch the green, though, fortunately.
1 hole ahead is Ethan Seng. We've showed him throughout the broadcast. Started with that eagle. Needs this big time, Notah.
Oh, great camera angle here. You can see he's lined up just outside the right edge, expecting it to come back to his left. And textbook misread right there.
And back to the final group now at 16 in Yost.
Quinn Yost here, hailing out of the town of Farmington, New Mexico. Less than 50,000 people live there, but his father, Tom, runs one of the largest junior golf programs in New Mexico. Over the last 15 or 20 years, they've served us about 40 to 50,000 kids through schools, through the first tee of Four Corners, and through all the various initiatives to try and open up the game for players like Quinn and many of his friends and counterparts in the area.
And he finds himself in a great position now to take a 1-shot lead with that clutch shot at 16.
And Ryan, this would by far be the biggest win of his career.
Chase Haygood out of Orlando, going for it in 2 at 18.
Yeah, aggressive line off the tee, right up to the edge of the fairway. See if he can take advantage of that shorter approach, and he does.
And he'll have that for eagle. Now Haygood threw his name onto the first page of the leaderboard with this shot at 7.
Caught a nice lie, had plenty of green to work with, so all signs would point to a good shot, but he does better than that and hits a great one.
And playing with Haygood, once again, Eric Yoon. Great round, that 32 on the front. Needs an eagle at 18 for a 65.
He's got to be mindful of this lie. Could jump on him a little bit. It's exactly what it does, little deep.
So he'll have to get up and down for a sparkling 66. Coming down the stretch at Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort is Louisiana's best bet for gaming and entertainment.
The things that set Coshada apart are first to market with slots, meaning more slots, higher payouts, and great southern hospitality. It's like inviting our guests into our home.
Opened in 1995, Coshada boasts a 100,000 square foot gaming floor, luxurious accommodations, fabulous restaurants, and an all-new Res Sportsbook.
So we wanted to create not only a place for our customers to come and make sports bets, but to really experience the fun and the excitement, almost like being at the Dome in the middle of a game. It's that exciting.
Watch your favorite teams and games on huge TVs while enjoying cocktails, craft beers, and delicious bar fare. So get your bets ready. As part of their initiatives to grow the game of golf, Golf Tech sponsored a long drive contest at sunset on the driving range at Casati Pines. 3 finalists from each division got 2 shots to see who could hit the longest drive.
So we have a great program called Golf Tech Cares, which is getting involved in this tournament and other events throughout the United States.
315.4!
We provide lessons and fittings all over the world. We use launch monitors, motion measurements, as well as ball flight numbers in every single lesson and every single fitting. For the juniors, what it does is it allows us to show them what the ball is doing, why it is doing it. So what you see is the ability to optimize launch and spin, and that's why they hit it so far and so high.
So that was basically the longest ball I've ever hit on a flat ground, and that was good enough to win it. It was a super fun time. I mean, I'm super thankful to have this opportunity.
The fading light presented some issues seeing the ball, but each competitor rose to the challenge.
320, 320, she's done it! She's done. 3, 4, 5.
You know, I can't really kind of explain how cool it was to watch how good these kids are hitting balls, and it was just a blast.
And we showed you Yoon can really move the ball, but how about his short game here at 18, Notah?
Well, this is going to require a little bit of skill. Got to read the lie right. Great contact, gets it to check, and that's about as good as it gets.
Now that from a moment ago has that left for 66. This Haygood live now.
This one of many eagle looks that we've seen here today. Not many have converted, and the hole is playing some defense today at 18.
A tap-in birdie for Haygood. Good championship, though. He'll play his college golf at UCF.
And, Ryan, that's one of the collegiate programs over the last 4 or 5 years that has really picked up some momentum. Haygood going to be a great addition to that roster.
Back now to the leaders at 16. Barahona.
A very popular play for many players from just off the green. Taking that putter, the surfaces are smooth and predictable.
And final group with Haygood and Yoon.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the field, your son, Caden Burr. Got to be proud, qualified for a 2nd consecutive year. Not just that, Ryan headed to Boston College next year to play collegiately.
Yeah, always wanted to play in the ACC. 69 in the 2nd round. Cade threw his name into the mix, got that putting stroke from his grandfather.
Certainly not from you, Ryan. I've seen you hit some bad putts.
Yoon left for 66. What a round from Eric Yoon, playing alongside Caden. So proud of my boy. An incredible accomplishment to play Division I golf.
It certainly is. And we go to 16th for Lentz. Big putt here to tie the lead.
Did he? Oh, wow, what a good putt.
Boy, that was a great effort. Take a look here. He thought he had it.
Right now, use for birdie. Just to get to minus 11, ought to go a little to his left. Did he? Yes, he did. Good read, good speed. Has a little better speed there.
And with 2 holes to play, Quinn Yost with a 1-shot lead to Amanda at 17.
At this moment, there is not a breeze. Be a wedge exhibition here.
Got to keep the pressure on. And that is not a great shot under the circumstance. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Running out of holes.
Susie is the next to hit, yard ahead of Isabella's.
Little bit of an opportunity here for Tran to just keep the pressure on. And she does that exactly.
Lydia Swan, now final member of this final group, 69-71, started the day at 4 under.
Just having a tough day, not her best golf. Big stage for these players, the television, all the coaches on the property. And sometimes you just don't come up with your best stuff, but got to keep her head up.
Yeah, her and her family have had a great week. There are 3 sets of sisters playing here this week. The ultra-competitive Swans from Pennsylvania. Lydia is 2 years older than Anna.
I'm very competitive, but Anna's really competitive. She hates to lose.
She loves to win at everything she does.
Everybody says, like, you don't want to lose to Anna.
Texans Kenna and Kendis Lee are also separated by 2 years.
I'm the older one.
I guess she thinks that I'm a good little sister.
And competing in the girls 13 and under division is Team Fung. Amelie is senior to the Sage, Alexandra.
Golf is typically a lonely sport, but to be able to have someone to lean on right there, you know, she's going through it with me, it's a great experience. I tell her that just to stay calm and don't think about the bad shots and only think of the good shots. I like to make fun of how she's short and how she hits shorter than me.
All joking aside, golf only strengthens these sisterly bonds.
To experience this together, this maybe once-in-a-lifetime experience, there are no words to describe it.
Truly, I'm going to miss her when I go off to college. She's like my best friend.
I'm so glad she's my sister.
I think what I like most about this week at Coshada really is families, grandparents, parents, and their kids all coming to Louisiana. Back with our leaders. Now, big one here from Macaulay.
Yeah, she's going to need something to happen over these next 2 holes, and be great to see this one go down, but just not online. So a little bit of the control out of Macaulay's hands now. Going to need a little bit of help from Tran.
I'll get back to her in a minute. Meanwhile, at 18, Carolyn Fuller going for it in 2.
You can see her starting out of just on the left-hand side of that green, and that's where we've seen players work it into that pin the best, is coming from that left side.
Came to us from the Phoenix Regional Qualifier. Let's get back to 17. Huge opportunity for Susie Tran to take a 2-shot lead.
This would definitely be a deficit, tough to overcome, and she knocks it down. Great putt.
Now a 2-shot lead for Tran heading to the last hole here at Casati Pines.
Well, let's be mindful, Ryan. A lot can happen at 18 still. We've seen many players hit the green in 2, so eagle is a possibility.
So much drama still to come. You can be a part of it next year.
I've got a secret.
Registration for the 2022 Notah Begay Junior Golf National Championship is open now.
When?
Right now.
Sign up by January 1st, and you'll bypass local qualifying and go right to the regional finals.
You're only 36 holes away from making it here to the National Championship on Golf Channel.
Register now
at jgnc.org.
I just wanted to send a shout out to everyone that entered.
I saw the video of Notah Begay.
Kiara Hernandez, you are the winner. Congratulations.
You know, he said my name and I was like, what? Yeah, I won? You know, usually I just never win these types of contests, and I was so excited when I found out. I was jumping up and down. I called my parents. I was like, I won.
You bet you won, Kiara, and for posting your letter, invitational letter on Instagram and being picked as the winner, you get this incredible shot shown on Golf Channel. This from earlier on 18. Great week for Kiara Hernandez. Welcome into the booth now, the founder, CEO of Junior Golf Hub, Roger Nick. Roger, a great sponsor of Junior Golf, a great resource for Junior Golf. Tell us about the Junior Golf Hub.
Thanks, Ryan. Junior Golf Hub is, I think, the most trusted source out there in junior golf. It's an educational platform that you can find all the tournaments that are out there available to all the junior golfers to play in, as well as finding and researching over 2,000 plus colleges. So maybe find that school that other players haven't found.
Great point, Roger. So many schools available. Division I, Division II, Division III. Carolyn Fuller hoping to play Division I golf. Leaders back at 17. Rodrigo Barona, one back.
146, a little on the upslope. Tendency maybe to pull this if he goes ahead and releases everything. Got to go right at it. Better swing. Looking good. Is it right? Yeah, beautiful.
Boy, that is a nice effort right there under the circumstance.
Roger, what's the first step a player should take to try to play college golf?
I think the first step is understanding where your skills are. I think one of the things we've done and we're working on quite extensively is the Player Development Index, and that's a great step for a player to identify where their skills are in the moment. You know, are they ready to take that next step to go into college golf and prepare themselves for that?
And it's so critical, Roger, for us to figure out where these players are at.
This now Lentz, two back at 17.
Again, coming out of just that light rough, got to be very careful to judge just how far the ball's going to carry, and just not judge that appropriately. Comes up well short.
Yeah, he'll need some long-range magic. Kayla El-Sayegh, great week for her. 3 rounds of 71. Looks like she'll finish in 3rd place. Great week for Kayla. Back now to 17. Barahona in tight. Yost, 1-shot lead.
About 6 months ago, went to Vegas, started working with Joe Mayo, made some very nice changes in his golf swing, see if he can get that to come in tight to answer Barahona, but not able to do it. Still some work to do for Quinn.
Wow, a lot going on now at 17. Meanwhile, at 18, let's not forget Ethan Seng. He's 2 back, going for it, obviously, the par 5 18th.
Again, lot of opportunity left here at the 18th. So if you're trailing, you can make something magical happen, but it's going to take a stellar effort. And that's not going to get it done. Going to have to do it with the wedge.
Now, note this 18th hole at Coshada really has a flair for the dramatic.
18's awesome.
I love the 18th hole.
It kind of just fits my eye.
Reach it in 2. Makes it very scoreable.
I eagled it yesterday, so it was pretty fun.
You just take your longest club and try to hit it as hard as you can.
I normally lay out, but if I really bombed a drive, I could go over.
I like the adrenaline whenever you're going to take the risk.
It just has that sort of like iconic feeling, you know? Kind of like you have hole 17 on TPC Sawgrass. It's kind of like that.
14 to 18 girls. Susie Tran, 2-shot lead over Isabella McCauley. Roger, what's impressed you most this week about seeing these great juniors?
I tell you, watching the fearless golf that they're playing is what's impressed me most. I mean, like watching them on 18, you know, going for it in 2 and just ripping it. You got to love that.
Now, McCauley, Notah, she needs eagle here. You hear the kids talk about how special 18 is. We need to see magic.
Right, and we haven't seen a lot of eagle conversions today. McCauley going to have to hit a good one here. She finished runner-up last year, trying to avoid from doing that again. And that is a beautiful tee shot just past Tran. You see there, she's going to be on the upslope, which should help her stop it once it hits the green.
Yeah, we'll have some dramatic for sure. Here's an eagle putt at 18. Roger, what are the parents most surprised about once they subscribe to the Junior Golf Hub?
I think what they're most surprised about is how quickly this process is going to go by. You know, a lot of times they don't realize that, hey, when I'm eligible to get into the NCAA clearinghouse, you know, what's necessary, and then how quickly, you know, those years will just pass right by because they're playing so much golf.
Back now, Notah, 17, Yost for birdie.
And Quinn on a handful of collegiate coaches' radar right now, and this performance certainly moving him up the depth chart.
Now the door is open for Barahona.
And this is what these guys work so hard for, all the hours of practice, just to put themselves in positions like this to try and take advantage of opportunities that have been created through good golf shots.
Birdie to tie. Got it.
Beautiful putt there. Great read. We've seen a couple players misread from that side of the hole, but not Barahona. Wasn't fooled. Beautiful stroke.
So Barahona and Yost will head to 18, tied at 11 under. Moments ago, Nicholas Gross, our 13 and under champion from a year ago, representing himself very good in the older division.
Yeah, he's really developing into a fine young golfer. Bright future.
And Nicholas Gross, one of the prize recruits in the country. Ethan Zhang will know he'll play at Northwestern. Roger, how much opportunity is there for players that aren't Gross and Zhang to play college golf?
Well, surprisingly, there's a lot of opportunity out there. I think, again, one of the great things that the Junior Golf Hub does is provide information to find those opportunities.
And speaking of opportunities, Roger, what an opportunity for Quinn Yost or Rodrigo Barahona, coming to 18, tied at 11 under, with the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship on the line. Win here and you bring home a truly special and unique trophy, one which members of the Coshada tribe have not only offered with their talents, but their prayers.
I wanted them to be able to take something home that was a direct gift from the community itself. And these pine needle baskets take hours upon hours to make, and they're extremely valuable, and they're one-of-a-kind artistic pieces. It's more than just a trophy. It's a symbol of the Coshada heritage that really lends itself to these players taking home a piece of the community.
Hey, Notah Begay III here, coming to you from the 2021 MB3 Junior Golf National Championships hosted at the Coshada Resort on the beautiful Coshada Pines Golf Course. And one of the things we love about golf is technology, because technology gives us a wonderful chance to improve our games over a short period of time. And I'm wearing on my wrist right here one of the most innovative pieces of technology introduced into the market in the last couple years, and that's the DeWiz Swing Analyzer. It gives you instant feedback in real time on specific parameters in your game. And I have Matt Lawrence here of DeWiz that's going to help me with this demo.
Within DeWiz, there's so many things that you can work on with your golf swing, whether it's your tempo, your length of backswing. Today we're going to look at the transition values and how a lot of amateur golfers, a lot of everyday golfers, they struggle with that over-the-top move that may cause you to slice the ball off the tee. We're going to look at how you can use DeWiz to help that transition and get that more on-plane golf swing.
Well, I hope it's a good swing. I'm going to make one for you here.
Transition, minus 0.9 inches.
And that's what I love about it, Matt. Instant feedback, every single ball. Now I'm gonna make one a little off plane, just to see what it does.
Plus 1.9.
And that's how you improve your game every single shot with technology like DeWiz.
Great stuff, Notah. Great look at the 18th here at Coshada. Isabella McCauley trails Susie Tran by 2. Looks like Tran might go for it.
Under normal circumstance, a pretty straightforward shot. Oh, she's looking at it anxiously.
Oh, it hit the bulkhead, Notah.
Is it going to stay dry? I think it just did stay up. Still a little work left and a lot of hope for her in holding up this title.
Another look.
And it did just catch that bulkhead, Ryan. What a break. That is the break of the week.
No doubt, but McCauley still controls her own fate.
Critical here. She has to find the putting surface.
It's got to go. It does. He hits it over the hill, and it just keeps feeding towards the pin. What a shot from Isabella.
And McCauley now an eagle putt. If McCauley makes eagle, Tran makes par, we get a playoff. We have a huge announcement for next year, as the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship is partnering with the Peggy Kirkbell Girls Golf Tour to present an all-girls national championship. That means up to 140 spots at Coshada with our exclusive partner, more opportunity, an all-girls final. They get the stage all to themselves.
Well, couldn't be more excited, Ryan. A chance for us to grow and reach and continue to provide more access to junior golfers all across the country.
We'll also offer new age divisions, 4 age divisions for next year, more opportunity to win and find yourself playing on Golf Channel at Coshada. And Notah, we are so excited to announce that R1 will be the presenting sponsor for the entire Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship platform. That's every qualifier, every regional, and the national championship, all presented by R1. And as the anticipation builds at the 18th green, I know there's a lot of anticipation out there for our 2022 schedule release, Notah. Some great opportunities as we go to the all-boys and all-girls final. We're back in the state of New York. The Huntington Crescent Club excited to have an all-girls regional.
The 30-plus regionals scheduled for next year. Over 10 of those are going to be hosted at Native American-owned golf facilities, which makes me extremely proud. I look forward to another successful year of qualifying.
We skip back to 18. By our own, Yost tied at 11 under.
And so much can happen here, Ryan. Barahona getting the ball in play. Yost tied with him at 11. And let's not forget Lentz, who's 2 back and will need an eagle, but a little bit of help from the 2 leaders.
And catches a good lie there. So now up on the green at 18. Tran, break of the golf championship, hits the bulkhead. This is her 3rd.
Yeah, it's not getting those breaks, but whether you take advantage of them, and there you have it, doing exactly what she needs to do, getting inside that 6-foot zone to keep the pressure on.
All right, Yost. Game on, got the driver. Oh my gosh. That was unexpected. It's going to roll a long way, but that ball only carried about 120 yards before it just hit a wounded duck-looking shot.
You don't think these kids are feeling pressure, Ryan? That is all nerve.
Speaking of pressure, Isabella McCauley needs this to go. Eagle putt at 18.
Coming from just underneath the hole. Great place to make a putt. Oh, that is just not a great effort.
So now Susie Tran knows it will only take 2 putts for her to win the biggest championship of her career. McCauley, 67 in the final round.
And let's be honest, Ryan, that is some solid golf. She did not give it away in any way, shape, or form. Susie Tran just played better golf today.
Lydia Swan in that final group. Wasn't her day, but she was witness to some incredible, incredible golf. Now Tran, a birdie putt for 64 and the win.
And Ryan, to this point in her tournament career, 67 is her low, so she's going to surpass that. It's just a matter of by how much.
Well, she only needed 2. She'll use them both. And Susie Tran is the winner of the 14 to 18 girls division in the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship, the pride of Poulsbo, Washington. 65 on the championship round.
Absolute wonderful effort, something to be extremely proud of. And the tough thing for this age group, she's only 15.
Indeed. Everyone in the top 10, great performance all week, but nobody better than Susie Tran. The Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship is brought to you by Golf Tech. Improve your game today. Amarin, insure confidently. And Junior Golf Hub, the most trusted resource in junior golf.
There's a lot of people from different countries in this tournament. I came from China, the city of Guangzhou.
I'm from Paris, France. I'm from Canada, and to get from home to here, I had to fly from Toronto to Dallas and then over to Baton Rouge, and then drove from Baton Rouge to Coshada.
It's not like local tournaments where they live like 30 minutes away from you. You meet people that live like across the country and even not in the United States.
One fun fact about me is that I'm from Morocco.
I'm one of 2 players from Mexico, and I grew up in Mexico City.
And I'm the other player. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico.
Being able to play with people and learn what their home culture is like, and it's cool being able to see that and getting outside of my own little bubble.
Ryan Burr, Notah Begay the third. Great look at 18 here at Coshada. Final group has reached 18. Quinn Yost, poor tee shot, way back.
Yeah, 30 yards behind his competitors. Going to need a big one here.
Well, that is leaking out to the right. Will it carry enough? All right, that's really good. That's impressive right there, folks.
Everybody hits bad shots, but it's how you react, and that is a wonderful comeback. Second shot for Quinn Yost.
Now Lentz, he needs eagle and some help here at the last, Notah.
Yeah, he's got to hit this one in close. Water not a consideration. Just looking dead at the flag and trying to get something on line if possible. And this headed well left, and lucky that ball did not plug.
So Lentz in some trouble. Meanwhile, Barahona tied for the lead.
A little bit on the upslope. Tend to draw it off this lie. You really got to concentrate on going ahead and releasing this. Really easy to lose this up and pull it if you get a little quick with it. A little heavy, and that's going left towards the bunker.
Wow, really had an opportunity there to put some pressure on. Beautiful tee shot and just fails to execute the second.
So the stage is set at 18. Meanwhile, Amanda is standing by with our 14 to 18 girls champion.
Thanks, Ryan. Yes, I'm here with Susie Tran. Amazing playing today. It was so fun to watch. Really felt like flawless golf. Now, you were down by 1 going into round 3. What was your mindset going in this morning and last night?
I was a little nervous. The 2 girls in first are very talented players, so I really just came out determined to have a good time my last day here and just enjoy the course.
You're only 15 years old. You have a big junior career ahead of you, collegiate career hopefully ahead of you, maybe professional golf. What are you going to take from your experience here moving forward?
I think I learned a lot about controlling my emotions, staying calm here, really letting just each shot come to me, and just respecting the golf course.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amanda. Back now at 18. Barahona was in the driver's seat, Notah. Not anymore.
A lot of green to work with here. Long bunker shot. Sand is soft, so can be tough.
Oh, he caught it heavy.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. That was a tad heavy. Got lucky that it did run out just a bit.
But nonetheless has a putt for birdie. Meanwhile, Lentz needs this to go.
Lentz trying to just release it there. Does a nice job there. Beautiful shot.
Nice shot, but not going to be enough this week for Lentz. Great week, just a couple shots short of what he needed.
And meanwhile, Quinn Yost found the green after the worst of the 3 tee shots. This for eagle and the win.
And I got to say, Ryan, that was a stout second under the circumstance. Now, it's all right there for him if he can just get it inside 6 feet, and that is still going to leave him a little bit of work left.
Similar to McCauley's putt at 18, leaving it short. These greens have been so fast all week for the competitors. 3 birdie putts, but for Rodrigo and Quinn, 2 birdie putts that could decide the championship, Jim.
He's trying to make sure he's got that line right up in there. Might go a little bit to his left, but I think he's more focused on the speed more than anything here. He knows he's got to probably make it.
No doubt, Jim, and he's got to make sure he gets it to the hole. Players have been leaving this just a tad short all day. Got it on a decent line, just, I think, a hair out to the left.
Some pressure there, Notah?
I think it was a decent shot. I think the pressure we saw was on the second. That was a pretty straightforward, little bit of uphill line, just handed that thing right into the bunker.
Now the stage is set for Quinn Yost. A birdie putt to win the biggest championship of his young career. He's done it.
Huge effort there, Ryan.
The pride of New Mexico, Quinn Yost, birdies the last to win the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship 14 to 18 division. Ian Lentz will clean up for birdie. Great week for him. But the story belongs to Quinn Yost.
Absolutely, and after that tee shot, there might have been a little bit of doubt, but that beautiful birdie putt to finish that out could not have been a better day for Quinn Yost. Faced some adversity, but came through it very strong.
Barahona will play his college golf at George Washington. As we said, a lot for him to learn from the nerves. Nothing to be ashamed of. 67 in the final round.
Yeah, these guys went out and put up some great numbers. Quinn Yost went out and won it. No one else has anything to be ashamed of.
Every player in the final group with a 67. Some great, great golf. Final look at that 14 to 18 leaderboard. Quinn Yost is our champion. 2 trophies down, 2 still to come. 13 and under when we come back. It's not easy to get kids to agree, but we found one point on which there's no dispute.
This is the best tournament I've ever played in. This is probably the nicest tournament I've ever been to. Probably the best tournament I've ever played in.
For good reason. And juniors are marking this tournament on their calendar as one not to miss.
The overall experience between the gifts, it being televised, of course. There's not many tournaments that are able to do that.
The setup and the facilities, practice facilities and stuff, it's awesome. I feel like I am on tour.
Just the amount of talent here. There's so many talented golfers.
I just love to see the friendships. I love to see the new experiences that many of these players have, maybe getting here for the first time.
It really gives you a chance to meet new friends.
And the course is beautiful, so just all of it together makes it a really special event.
But there's a bigger picture to consider, and it's reflective of Notah's vision. This championship is open to everyone.
We have local events that we run, we have regional events, and then we have this national championship.
People earn their way here, and that's just amazing to me.
We have not turned down one person that has signed up for an event, regardless of whether they're shooting in the hundreds or the 90s, because we don't know who the next great golfer is going to be, and I just hate to turn away a 10, 11, or 12-year-old that is interested in this game. We're trying to cast a wider net, provide them a pathway for success, and support them along the way.
Yeah, unbelievable what we've been able to accomplish in just 2 short years here at Coshada. Ryan Burr with Notah Begay III on the golf course, Amanda Blumenhurst and Jim Gallagher Jr. Check out the highlights from the girls 13 and under. Chloe Chang for birdie at 10.
Yeah, this just swinging from her left to right, beautifully judged, great pace, good read.
Great week for Lily Zhang.
I've been so impressed this week with not only Lily's ability to hit a beautiful iron shot there, but you see one that's just a little bit further away. Such high quality across the board. So many of these players with talent.
How about this putting stroke from Jenna Kim?
Great to match up a beautiful putting stroke with excellent green conditions, and that's a recipe for a lot of birdies.
Casey Moon
coming out of the rough here, just making the appropriate calculation, judging the run out.
Belladova has put on a show with the putter this week.
Yeah, coming from just above the hole. This one could have gotten away from her, but puts a beautiful stroke on it.
2 players really standing out above the rest. Angela Zhang.
Let's see, this ball looks like it's going to run out of steam about halfway there, but coming down grain, gets a few extra feet of run out, and here at the 9th, that wedge game paying off dividends.
But everyone chasing Amelie Zalzman at 11 for birdie.
And for good reason, because she is putting it all together right now.
And Zalzman opening up a little bit of a cushion here on the final day of Coshada.
Well, you see the putter working and now showing us the talent with the short game.
So through 13, it's a 2-shot lead. Zalzman over Zhang. Meanwhile, on the boys 13 and under, some incredible action. How about Henry Guan?
Just trying to pay off a beautiful approach shot here and doing this, that, getting that ball to creep in just over the top of that right edge.
The board today, Notah, has been Lucky Cruz. He has been unbelievable with the flat stick.
Didn't do himself any favors in the first 2 rounds, but is getting it done right now.
So Cruz making a move big time. Meanwhile, Aiden Wilson at 17.
Just got to judge how this ball is going to run out. Landed a little bit short of this hole, and hopefully it'll bounce forward. Textbook execution.
We'll give Wilson a birdie there. Mason Howe at 18.
This is going to work down and away from Mason. Just has to get it to run out just a bit more, and that is a nice effort.
Tyler Yao for eagle at 18.
Not many reading this putt right from this section, but not this young man. Getting it done, finishing it off in style.
Tyler Mulwiney a year ago was part of the story. Another incredible effort, double digits under par.
Another one of the many eagle putts we've seen at 18 and not able to convert.
North Cherry at 14.
Little left to right slider, tough putt for most people, but not for North.
How about that reaction? Evan Liu. How about this golf swing, Notah?
Oh, just so fun. Watching all of this great young talent out here. Evan putting on a show with that beautiful swing, but up against a pretty tough competitor in Brandon Sipe this week.
Liu birdie at 9. He'd make another birdie at 10. Just trying to somehow keep pace with our leader, Brandon Sipe. But right now, it is the Brandon Sipe show. A lot of golf to be played here, but Sipe thus far has been incredible.
Yeah, Sipe show is turning into a stripe show for him with regard to just how well he is attacking this Casati Pines layout.
And Sipe doing it with every aspect of the game. Still a lot of golf to be played, but 14 under. 4 holes to play, sits in pretty good position. Tyler Mulwiney with a 66. Evan Liu sits 3 back with 4 to play. Jim Gallagher Jr. with our 14-18 boys winner, Quinn Yost.
Quinn, take us through that last hole. Not the best drive off the tee, but take us through the second shot and those putts on the last hole.
So I obviously didn't have the number I wanted to have into that hole. I whiffed my drive, but I had 268, I think, into the green, and I'm really confident with my 3-wood. It's probably my favorite club in the bag, and I hit it on the screws, and I had a 60-footer for eagle and a 5-footer for birdie, and I made it.
You went on a pretty good run. I think it was 4 or 5 birdies in a row. Are you paying attention to maybe what your playing partner's doing, or are you just kind of staying with your own game?
Well, I knew I had to shoot 500-600 today to win the tournament, but I just stayed committed to everything and got on a little heater there, and I think that kind of started my round.
What'd you learn about yourself, and what's it mean to win this event?
Every golfer is going to face adversity, especially if you're in the final group. I felt like I faced that adversity really well today, and I came out on top, and I mean, this tournament's awesome. I mean, Notah's from New Mexico, and I'm from New Mexico. It's just an honor to win this event.
Doesn't get any better than that. This young man's got a bright future. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, Jim, great stuff indeed. On the course now live with Angela Zhang.
A lot to be determined. Still, Zhang still has a shot, but she's going to start having to put some pressure on, and that'll do it right there.
Great opportunity to get it to 10 under. Back to the boys, 13 and under. Brandon Sipe, what a show.
It's very rare that you say a 13 and under golfer has it in complete control, but this young man is in autopilot right now.
14 under now. Zalzman at 11 under. Little trouble here. This is her third.
Coming out of the light rough here. Just has to get it to come out soft, and it just got away from her just a bit. So a little bit of an opening now for Zhang now that Zalzman has hit a poor third.
Meanwhile, Evan Liu, he's got to take advantage of these opportunities.
You're exactly right. Ryan has to put a good swing on this. Oh, you can tell by the reaction. He does not like it, and for good reason. He did pull that.
And I have to make a long one for sure. Lily Zhang now at 16.
Hole cut in the left part of this green, all the way back in the corner. Just got to be careful not to go long. Trying to work something in there, a little right to left. That is a beautiful golf shot.
Now, one of the shots of the day for sure. The leaders would pay for that, Notah. From the North Carolina Regional.
They certainly would. There's going to be a lot of action yet to come in these final closing holes. A lot of opportunity for players to make some noise.
Aiden Wilson. Lucky Cruz looking to cap off what has been a magical day.
This has just been a monster round for Lucky. And this is something that collegiate coaches look at. How do you react when you don't play well? And they're going to look at Lucky and how he brought this huge round back after not playing some of his best golf early in the week. And that's actually a bonus for him.
Yeah, a lot to be proud of for him and Pop, 64. Lucky came to us from the Houston regional qualifier. Back out on the golf course now, Notah, with Aiden Wilson for birdie.
So much opportunity, Ryan, across the country. There's got to be a regional in your area. If there is, sign up for it. Go play. See if you can come hang out with us here in Coshada.
A tough break for birdie for Wilson at the last. Have a great exemption policy you can check out at our website, jgnc.org. Zalzman now.
Trying to get the putter to bail her out just a bit.
And a rare bogey for Zalzman. She comes to us from the Redlands in California, Redlands Country Club. Nelly Corda, Justin Thomas, two good ones there.
Some pretty strong players to look up to. A lot of really capable Americans dominating the top 10 in the men's world ranking. Nelly Corda, the lone American at the top of the world rankings, and on the women's side. So really a lot going well in American professional golf.
And a huge moment now for Angela Zhang. Very crucial putt.
Doing exactly what she has to, Ryan. Keeping the pressure on.
Meanwhile, now at 15, Sipe. Birdie putt to get to 15 under.
Great distance control here just from hole high, expecting to come down to his left. Ball did not cooperate there.
Zalzman makes bogey to drop back to 10 under. So all of a sudden, a tie at the top. Girls 13 and under division. The Coshada tribe of Louisiana is comprised of 154 acres in Allen Parish, Louisiana, with 900 members broken up into 7 family clans.
We are a small tribe, but what does that mean? That means we stick together. That means we look out for one another. That means we take care of our rich culture. But as long as we keep those principles in mind, the sky's the limit.
While the tribe is known for hard work and perseverance, the family unit is the cornerstone of Coshada life. Tribal members respect the past while striving to provide a bold future for their people.
We hold our elders in very high regards in the tribe. They're the ones that persevered so much, for us to be here.
The main reason for continuing to work so hard is for our parents and our ancestors who lived in a time where this was not ever even something that they could dream or imagine.
But with their investment in the casino, golf course, local community, and this tournament, tribal leaders hope to share their culture far beyond southern Louisiana.
I'm so proud and I'm so happy that we've come this far.
Progress is the best way to describe our tribe and our people. To see those roots right here in Southwest Louisiana, it's a very humbling thing, and we're extremely thankful. I'm going to leave you with something that we say from our own native language, Atuklama, which means until we see you again.
And can't wait to be back at Coshada next year. A lot to be decided this year. Angela Zhang, Amelie Zalzman tied at 10 under, this at 15.
Trying to take advantage of a beautiful tee shot and comes up well short. Hole sitting in a very accessible location. You can see the disappointment.
Amanda's with Zalzman.
Amelie is 80 yards. Really no wind to contend with right now. Right at the pin, see if it has enough. Get up, and it does.
Great opportunity, Amanda. Let's bring back in CEO of the Junior Golf Hub, Roger Nick. Roger, we're in the 13 and under age division. How can players and parents utilize the hub at such a young age?
I think right now is a good time to start with them at 13U, is getting that profile established and starting to get a tournament resume built up with true scores, if you will. So looking at the tournaments available to them, then they can build a great resume so coaches can kind of see them over time. And that's one great way for college coaches to to start to see where you're trending.
So definitely check out the Junior Golf Hub. Roger, thanks so much for joining us on the broadcast and your continued support of junior golf.
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks, Notah. Glad to be here. Look forward to next year.
Great having you, Roger. We just saw North Cherry come up just a bit long. Now Evan Liu here at 16. At 11 under. And just hits a beauty.
Lou from San Diego Pacific Trails Middle School, class of 2026, Notah.
That's a long way off, Ryan, but as Roger stated, never too early to get started with the hub.
Well, Evan already has 34 junior golf tournament wins to his resume. Back now with our leader, Brandon Sipe.
Really goes about his business like a pro.
Yeah, he's going to love this one if it's the right club. Oh, how about those two shots, folks?
A couple of impressive approach shots there at the par 3.
And take a look at Brandon from Yorktown, Pennsylvania. He's won 93 of the 121 tournaments he's played. How's that percentage, Notah?
I think that would put him in Hall of Fame status somewhere, Ryan.
Back now with Bella Dovey for eagle at the last.
This is going to come from her left to right. Might carry just a little bit of pace with it, and it's a nice lag putt there.
Taps in for a 66 for Bella Dovey in the final round. 8 under. Impressive golf.
Well, some of these scores that these younger kids are putting up are simply impressive.
Casey Moon now for birdie at 18.
Coming from the back right-hand section of this green. Going to work from right to left. Is it enough?
Great putt. Rounds of 73, 70, 70 for Casey Moon. We know we'll see her back here at Coshada next year.
And just the consistency you see there, Ryan, that has to be part of how these players develop.
Meanwhile, back at 17, Patman Malcolm for birdie.
Gets that one to go down. Nice effort.
And Patman came to us from the Minnesota Regional that also brought Isabella McCauley. So many great golfers from Minnesota. Meanwhile, at 18, Sophia Sheriff Esakali.
Trying to get this one to go and just loses a little bit of its pace at the end. Falls on the low side.
Taps in. Great 68 in round 2 for Sophie. Taking a look at the Orlando Regional. Some great names from Florida this year. Meanwhile, Angela Zhang tied for the lead.
Yeah, I saw the not-so-stellar second shot come up well short. Coming from the apron with the putter. Popular choice this week for many of these players. Should be able to clean that up for her par.
From Bellevue, Washington. Winner of the 2019 Drive, Chip and Putt.
Drive, Chip and Putt. Huge opportunity. Augusta National doing so much for junior golf to open its doors and give these kids a chance to go to one of the greatest courses on earth to compete.
Meanwhile, Amelie Zalzman for the lead. Got it. One shot lead for Zalzman with 3 to play. Zalzman and Zhang duking it out here at Coshada. Meanwhile, the boys 13 and under, Jim.
Waste no time in a fist pump. There you go. Double fist pump. He knows what it means.
So Brandon Sipe taking control of this leaderboard. Now 15 under par, Notah. Evan Liu's got some work to make up.
Yeah, he really does. Whoa. He was trying to give his Kevin Na impression there and didn't quite work out.
Sipe in control with 2 to play.
Registration for the 2022 Notah Begay Junior Golf National Championship is open now.
Win right now.
Sign up by January 1st to bypass the local qualifier and go right to the regional finals.
You'll be 36 holes away from making it here to the National Championship on Golf Channel.
Register now at jgnc.org.
Wilson Labs sponsored a putting contest under the lights on the Casati Pines putting green. Each participant got one chance to make a 100-foot putt with the new Wilson Labs golf ball, due to release next year.
Then the actual putting challenge was a 100-foot putt, and it was under the lights. So kind of almost a college football aspect of all the pressure. They got to step up, use our new Wilson Labs golf ball, and they got one shot at it.
We started a Wilson Labs project several years ago as a means of trying new and innovative stuff. This is a golf ball that's been in the works for a long time. This is the perfect case to get even little bits of information and feedback that help us shape the direction of the products that we want to create moving forward.
Golf is a great game, and one of the things that's always been difficult with golf is some people think it's too hard. So our view is if we can make it fun for kids, they're going to stay around longer.
Christian Maggard sunk the putt during the preliminaries, but could lightning strike twice?
I made the first putt and I saw the same line, and I just did the best to execute like I did first putt, and it dropped.
It's creating these special moments that carry us on and keep us motivated to continue, and how can we improve, and how can we continue to really create more fun opportunities that incorporate our product, but ultimately it's about these juniors.
Each age group winner took home 6 dozen Wilson golf balls of their choice. Back out of the action, Notah Nicholas Logis.
Interesting design at this 18th. There are 2 options for players. You can go up the left, or you can go up the right, where Nicholas Logis went and create a good angle, and he took advantage of it.
And Nicholas, one of the great golfers that have come our way from the Dallas-Fort Worth Regional. Back to Jim now with our leader.
All right, Brandon Sipe, 110, not wasting any time. Oh, beautiful shot. Kid's got game.
He really does, Jim. Very impressive through 2 rounds, 11 birdies, but what's even more impressive, only 1 bogey.
All right, Lou from 108. Gotta feel like he's got to hole it.
Trying to make something happen. Sometimes you press, and leads to poor execution.
Evans had a great week, but certainly pressing just a little bit to try to track down the incredible effort from Sipe. Meanwhile, Henry Guan.
This is that section of the green Ryan where players have left them short and a little bit low, and again, there's something they're not picking up from that part of the green.
Yeah, this side very speedy. Patman Malcolm for eagle.
Yeah, this coming down to players left to right. Getting it there, usually not the issue. Getting it high enough is.
Let's get back to the girls and Amanda.
Amelie has the honors after the birdie on 15. I asked her mom if Amelie gets nervous, and she said, no, not really. I said, well, how about her dad that's caddying for her? And they said, yes, he definitely gets more nervous than she does.
Gorgeous golf swing, Notah.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few high-quality shots coming out of that golf swing there, and for good reason. Gets it in some very solid positions throughout.
Back to Logis now at 18.
Taking the road less traveled up the right-hand side and paying it off with the working man's 4. Not his best effort, but still a solid week.
Yeah, that 66, one of the best rounds of the day yesterday. Meanwhile, Angela Zhang needs a big one here.
Seen some really high-quality shots to this back left hole location, really fitting a lot of these players' eyes. That, not a terrible effort, just a little bit short, but we'll have an uphill putt.
Everybody running out of time, trying to track down Zalzman at the top. A big thank you to our friends at Go to Caddy for providing every competitor with a custom yardage book at Coshada. Visit gotocaddy.com to order your own.
It's great to see all the caddies out there with the Amarin caddy bibs on, one of the only Native American-owned insurance groups in the country supporting our efforts as we promote this great game.
lot of great golf shots this week, Notah, but I like the smiles.
The smiles and all the friendships created this week will last a long, long time, and Evan Liu should have a little bit of a smile after making a pretty tough bunker shot look fairly easy.
That from a moment ago, trying to track down this guy, Brandon Sipe, who's been on a mission, 15 under with 2 to play.
Yeah, playing some pretty much mistake-free golf and just doing exactly what he has to do up until this point. He's got a little bit of work left.
Lots still to be decided on the girls' 13 and under division. Over to Amanda.
Amelie has an uphill putt, very little movement, pretty much just straight up the hill. Good line, just didn't quite get it there. It'll be an easy tap-in par.
Meanwhile, Notah, Lily Zhang at 18.
Opting to lay up the left-hand side here, creating a bit of a tougher angle. We saw the great angle created when you lay up the right-hand fairway, but this left-hand fairway requires a bit of a better effort, and you just saw it right there. That's how you do it.
And Lily Zhang getting it done. Evan Liu running out of gas, trying to track down Sipe. This for par, drills it.
And that was a must-make, Ryan, and he rolled it in with some confidence.
Back to 16.
Angela's putt is back up the hill, very similar to Amelie's putt. Oh, just missed. Maybe a touch too hard.
Boy, did that look good for a long time.
There's just an unbelievable look at Casati Pines. You can't thank the folks at Kashada enough. The grounds crew here just doing an incredible job getting these greens in this golf course in championship condition.
Yeah, it's just a huge focus on the calendar. They understand the importance of the event, the prestige it carries for these young players, and they do their very best to get it in pristine condition.
Lily Zhang now for birdie.
And that is a bit unfortunate after a beautiful third shot, unable to convert that birdie look.
Final round 70 for Lily. And a one-shot lead for Zalzman with 2 to play. The exciting finish when we come back.
I play guitar. I play the electric, the acoustic. I'm starting to play electric bass.
I love to play the cello because it's a good way to just get my emotions out.
I am a 4-time All-State violinist.
Take one.
I was able to raise $70,000 for the Alzheimer's Association from playing golf.
I've only been playing for 5 years and I've already shot a 58.
I'm awesome. Yeah, that is my actual first name.
I got a slingshot for Christmas, so now squirrel hunting is one of my hobbies.
I make jewelry on the side and I actually sell it.
My name is Lucky and sometimes I am. Might get a good kick off a tree. I mean, that's the only way I could be lucky.
Welcome back to Casati Pines. The final group has made it to 18 with Jim Gallagher Jr.
All right, Lou, we're at 202. Uphill line on a draw off of it. Oh, man, it is on a great-looking line if it's the right club. Oh, awesome.
And that is one of the better shots that we have seen here all day on the second approach. Nicely done and timely.
Evan from the San Diego Regional, now the leader, Brandon Sipe. He has done everything right all day, including hitting this one right down the middle, Jim.
Low draw heading towards the bunker. Yeah, that won't be too bad.
And with a 4-shot lead, Jim, that is not a bad play. The only thing that he had to do was keep it out of the water, and he did that.
Meanwhile, the girls 13 and under. 17th hole, Zhang, 1 back.
Beautiful tee shot in the fairway. Has to take dead aim and carry this all the way to the hole in order for it to get close. And just pulls it a tad, and not her best effort there under the circumstance.
Amelie is 80 yards. Really no wind to contend with right now. Right at the pin, see if it has enough get up, and it does. It's on the correct level. Much easier putt.
And one of the best shots we've seen at 17. Zalzman, a great opportunity, Notah.
Absolutely. See her coming out of that San Diego qualifier at the regional there at Native Oaks. Beautiful new layout we just added to our schedule this year.
4-shot lead for Sipe.
And just get it on the green and enjoy the walk to victory.
And he has been really impressive all week. You know, Notah, when we had this vision to bring junior golf to television, give everyone a chance to get noticed, the younger players in this country rallying around our championship and, you know, making it a highlight of their schedule.
Yeah, it's really become a focal point, especially with the younger age groups, and I think that's a real good sign for this junior golf movement moving forward. And as we break off into separate boys and separate girls championships, I think we're just going to see it get bigger and better, and that's exactly what our goal is here.
A lot still to be decided here at the 17th. Zhang 10 under. You get the feeling, Notah, this one has to go.
Yeah, she is definitely running out of time. I know a lot can happen at 18, but she has to see something go down, especially with Zalzman already being tight for birdie, and just might not be the day.
Meanwhile now, Evan Liu for eagle.
You got to give this young man a lot of credit. Just really hung in there. Kept trying to put the pressure on, but just unable to execute a couple of iron shots down the stretch.
Now Zalzman and Amanda.
Great opportunity for birdie. This would free her up going into the 18th hole with a 2-shot lead. Oh, and she does it. Beautiful birdie.
Just what the doctor ordered there. Notah Begay the third. Now a 2-shot lead for Zalzman. Meanwhile, it's a 4-shot lead for Brandon Sipe.
And Ryan, the second year in a row that probably the performance of the week came from the younger boys age division. Brandon Sipe just putting on a show this week. Impressive final round and an impressive victory.
Look at those scores. 66, 68, 66. Sipe wins just about everything he plays in, and he can now add the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship to his resume. Lou put up a great fight, gave Sipe all he could handle. Nothing to be ashamed of there, highlighted by that incredible 65 in round 2. Second place performance for Evan Liu.
And a beautiful, beautiful effort there. You just saw just a couple of tough breaks for Evan, but at the end of the day, a great week and something that he will look back on and grow from.
And North Cherry finishes his championship with a birdie at the last. Handshakes to go around, but nobody better than Brandon Sipe, who goes on to win in impressive fashion. 5-shot win for Sipe, 66. He says he'll be back next year. He gets to play in the same age division. We'll see.
Registration for the 2022 Notah Begay Junior Golf National Championship is open now.
Sign up by January 1st, and you'll bypass local qualifying and go right to the regional finals.
36 holes away from making it here to the National Championship on Golf Channel.
Register now at jgnc.org.
I'll see you next year.
Welcome back, Ryan Byrne, Notah Begay III. Just one age group left on the golf course. Girls 13 and under. Final group has reached the 18th hole. Angela Zhang needs some magic.
A beautiful tee shot here up the right side, coming from the fairway. Needs to get this close and make something happen. She's not 100% in love with that. And for good reason. Comes up a little short and a little right. Still a little bit of work left to do.
Trailing Amelie Zalzman by 2. Zalzman electing to take the safe path, Notah.
Yeah, taking all the risk out, laying up the left-hand side. Playing a nice conservative game, and that's exactly what you can do when you're holding a lead.
And no one has held a lead better than Brandon Sipe, our 13 and under champion, standing by with Jim.
Brandon, what a round. What's it like playing with the lead like you did? Because you had a pretty comfortable lead most of the day. What was it like out there today?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but I had to just control it, breathe in, breathe through, and then just play on. Don't worry about the lead. Don't even think about it, and just keep on playing.
First time here, you win. What's the experience like, and what's it mean to you to win this event? What a great event.
Well, first time playing here. It's amazing, and it's just like a pro tournament. This is my first tournament like this. It's amazing.
What's the future look like? What's a win like this do for you? A lot of confidence going forward?
Yeah, keep on practicing even though I got no more tournaments for now. And just hopefully I'll just keep playing like this.
Well, you did a great job out there. Ryan, this player, you're going to keep an eye on this young man. He's going to be in the future. Back to you, Ryan.
No doubt about that, Jim. So the stage is set now for the 13 and under girls. Angela Zhang, 2 back of Amelie Zalzman.
Long bunker shot here. Needs this to go down. Has a chance, though. Oh, that came out low and left the whole way. Nice weight on it, but just didn't get it on line.
We'll have that for birdie. And for Zalzman, the door's wide open, Notah.
Yeah, she played this hole conservatively, and like I said, when you're holding a lead and if there's a number or a club that just doesn't work out on that second to take on the risk of getting it over the water, it's smart to play left. She did hit her wedge up to this point, and now it's all in her control.
Couple putts to win. And we'll have that. There will be an exemption policy, and players will not have to qualify at the 18-hole stage. They can go directly to the regional. The criteria will be announced the first week of January of 2022. Go to jgnc.org and find out the very latest. So Zalzman has that. In the meantime, Honorine Nabutafari. A tough final round playing with 2 players that were really on their game.
Yeah, we've seen a couple players in these last groups just struggle with their game a little bit. It's a big stage. I mean, the television, the caliber of play, the golf course, and if you're a little bit off, it will expose you.
Now Zhang, to have any chance, this has to go. Does her part. Birdie at the last, 11 under.
Beautiful up and down there. I just love the way that many of these players, they hang in there. They're so mature beyond their years, and just did a great job to get that ball up and down.
For the win. And Amelie Zalzman has done it at Coshada. 12 under. Good for a one-shot win in the 13 and under division. Little handshake with her caddy. She's got it all figured out, Notah.
And you could tell, huge smile across her face, and for good reason. She put in one heck of a week of work, and everything that she did this summer pointing to this event just paid off for her.
3 rounds in the 60s. Amelie Zalzman, our champion. The Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship is brought to you by Coshada Resort and Hotel, Louisiana's best bet. Powered by Wilson, from our home in Chicago to golf courses around the world, let's play on. A moment ago, Amanda Bloominghurst with our girls 13 and under champion.
Congratulations, that was so fun to watch. Now, I got to spend some time with your family, and your little sister, Mila, told me that you don't really get nervous, that your dad's probably the most nervous out of the 2 of you, and he was on the bag. How did you feel last night? You had the tie for the lead, and going in today, did you ever have those nerves?
I did a little bit, but I just tried and stay calm, focus on today, not worry about too much what happened the other 2 days.
Well, you looked very confident out there. Was there a point today where you thought, you know what? I think I can win this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was more towards the end. Like when I had 3 more holes to go, I'm like, oh, I actually have like a 1-stroke lead. Might have this in the bag.
Well, you did. You got a wonderful water shower from your family. Congratulations, that was so fun.
Thank you.
Notah, this incredible journey started some 10 months ago, where nearly 5,000 players across this country tried to qualify to get to this point. Now we stand here, the end of the 2021 journey, with 4 great champions. Incredible week. The scoring this week was off the charts good. What are you most proud of?
Well, I'm most proud of, Ryan, is that we had a dream of bringing a bona fide junior golf national championship to a tribal nation. We accomplished that. And in doing so, we provided a format in which anybody that was willing to put the work in and the time at this tough game could have access and play their way to this place. Wonderful venue at Coshawty Pines, great scoring. We're seeing players move on from here to play at the collegiate level. So opportunity exists if you're willing to put the time in, and that's what we have here with the MB3 Junior Golf National Championship.
And if you want to be standing here next year, it's pretty simple. Go to jgnc.org. If you sign up before January 1st, you are just 36 holes away from standing here and playing in the national championship 1 year from now. Important announcement, there will be new age divisions next year and a boys and girls final. The boys will have 1 championship, the girls will have their own championship. What does that mean? It means double spots to the national championship. You are that close. Go to jgnc.org, sign up today, and maybe you'll be standing here next year holding the trophy. That's going to do it from us for everyone at the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship. We'll see you next time from Coshawty.
From the first day I stepped in, I knew I would heed the call. I was destined for glory, rise above and never fall. This is the moment I've waited for all of my life. I was born to win. I was born to win.